Imagine ordering something online that costs more than your monthly rent. Imagine the photos look perfect. The reviews are glowing. Influencers you follow are already there. And everyone around you is talking about how exclusive it is. Now imagine you arrive, and nothing you were promised exists. No product, no service, no explanation, just chaos. That's not a hypothetical. That's exactly what happened to thousands of people who bought into one of the most infamous modern scams in recent history. And the most disturbing part isn't that the Fyre Festival failed. It's how easy it was for so many smart people to believe in something that was never real. This story isn't about music. It's not even about a festival. It's about how a dream can be manufactured, sold, and defended right up until the moment it collapses. And once you understand how it worked, you'll start seeing the same pattern everywhere. Billy McFarland didn't start out trying to create a disaster. He started with an idea that sounded brilliant on the surface. A luxury music festival on a private island marketed to young, wealthy, status-driven Americans who were already trained to trust what they saw online. Think about the mindset for a moment. In the US, we're used to pre-ordering things. We pre-order phones, we pre-order cars, we buy tickets months in advance. We trust brands, platforms, and influencers to deliver eventually. Billy understood that. He wasn't selling a weekend, he was selling anticipation. He was selling the feeling of being early, of being part of something before everyone else. The marketing was flawless. Supermodels on white sand beaches, private jets, crystal clear water. No traditional ads, just social proof. Influencers wiped their Instagram feeds clean and posted a single orange square. No explanation. If you knew, you knew. And if you didn't, you wanted to. That mystery wasn't accidental. It created instant FOMO. Tickets sold out fast. Some packages cost tens of thousands of dollars. And here's the key detail most people miss. Buyers weren't paying for artists, or comfort, or even logistics. They were paying for identity. They were paying to say, I was there. Behind the scenes, however, nothing matched the promise. The island wasn't ready. Infrastructure didn't exist. Housing plans were unrealistic. There wasn't enough water, food, power, or time. Experienced producers warned Billy repeatedly. Local organizers raised red flags. Engineers said the schedule was impossible. And every single one of those warnings was ignored. Not because Billy didn't hear them, but because acknowledging reality would destroy the illusion. And once you commit to an illusion publicly, truth becomes a liability. This is where the story shifts from incompetence to something more dangerous. Instead of slowing down, Billy doubled down. More marketing, bigger promises, more artists announced, more VIP experiences sold. Money kept coming in, and each new dollar made it harder to admit the truth. This is a classic pattern in large-scale frauds. Problems aren't solved, they're postponed. Everyone involved assumes someone else has validated the plan. Vendors think investors have done the homework. Investors assume celebrities wouldn't attach their names to something unverified. Celebrities assume the production team knows what they're doing. Responsibility dissolves, and the illusion grows stronger. Then, the festival begins. Attendees arrive, expecting luxury. What they find looks closer to a disaster relief camp. Emergency tents instead of villas. No organization. No clear information. No artists. No food beyond cheap sandwiches. Luggage is lost. Flights are canceled. People are stranded. And here's the most fascinating psychological moment of the entire collapse. Even then, many attendees still try to rationalize what they're seeing. They tell themselves it's just the first day, that things will improve, that the real experience hasn't started yet. That's cognitive dissonance in action. When people invest money, status, and identity into a belief, admitting they were fooled is more painful than continuing to believe. But reality doesn't care about belief. The Fyre Festival implodes in real time on social media. Videos go viral. Memes spread instantly. The world watches the collapse unfold. Billy McFarland is arrested, charged with fraud, and sentenced to prison. And at first glance, the story seems complete. Scam exposed, criminal punished. Lesson learned, except that's not true. Because the Fyre Festival wasn't an anomaly. It was an extreme example of a system that already existed. Billy didn't invent deception. He applied Silicon Valley logic to real-world consequences. Move fast and break things. Fake it till you make it. Confidence over competence. Story over substance. For years, that mindset was rewarded. Investors chased hype. Media amplified visionaries. Consumers learned to trust branding more than proof. Billy simply pushed that logic past the breaking point. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you were in the target demographic, there's a good chance you would have believed it too. Not because you're naive, but because the system was designed to bypass skepticism, status signaling, social pressure, influencer validation, scarcity, exclusivity. These are powerful forces, and they're still being used today. The Fyre Festival is over, but the formula lives on. It shows up in questionable startups, once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunities, online gurus, and products that promise transformation before they prove functionality. Billy McFarland sold a dream and delivered a nightmare. But the real lesson isn't about one man. It's about how easily a lie can survive when everyone involved benefits from believing it. And the most dangerous scams aren't the ones that hide in the shadows. They're the ones that stand in the spotlight, wrapped in confidence, daring you to question them. Because somewhere right now, another dream is being sold. And it probably looks incredible.